Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Since it is now 10 a.m., please take your seats if you haven't already. Yes. So good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I'll be your MC for today as well. So let's begin to go into our announcements. So to start, Reina Sato, a member of Belvedere community, she has departed officially to the 40-day workshop in Korea. And so she is first attending the 7-day workshop in Las Vegas. So she's unable to be here at this podium today. But on her behalf, she wants to send a message of appreciation and gratitude for all of those who made small or big donations to the GoFundMe page that helped fund her and Mika Wokawa as well to attend the workshop. And she has very high hopes for the workshop and is determined to invest into the Chonshimon prayer visual in Korea, but also carrying that spirit with her back to the United States. And so we have a Belvedere Peace Garden. Please stop by the garden after the service. We, as usual, have seeds to sow in our pots, a lot of seedlings and to plant in the beds, and we want to beautify our space to our utmost best. And if we can all join us together in this season of growth, and by working in the garden, it is a meaningful offering to our Heavenly Parent and a way that we can give back to Heavenly Parent using their creation. A little update with some photos. Here is a little update on the Belvedere Peace Garden. Peace Garden. Yes, so there's a lot of beautiful flowers, a lot of vegetables to be seen. Yes, come and get your lettuce today. If you are missing some lettuce in your refrigerator when you go back home, please visit the Belvedere Peace Garden. And this is the pollinator garden, so we also see a lot of beautiful varieties of flowers, very colorful. And if you'd like to take a better look, you can stop by at the Belvedere Peace Garden. And so this is a very important announcement, so I can have all of your attention. So, International Headquarters or World Mission Department has selected Belvedere as one of the 4 communities in North America to participate in a special survey conducted for the sake of well-being. And if you are all subscribed to the newsletter, there was a link to the survey that you can enter. But we want approximately as many people as possible to submit this survey for a big sample size. So your cooperation is much appreciated. The whole survey takes approximately 5 minutes. It is completely anonymous, so please share your honest thoughts and reflections. Yes, and Pastor Kikuchi is really asking for your help and support. Your participation is greatly appreciated. The deadline is very short. We only have until June 30th. So if you are subscribed to the newsletter, please take a look again and submit the form. And if you are not subscribed to the newsletter, please come to Pastor Kikuchi and he will send you the link as well. And please spread it to your other friends of faith, to your other people that you love, and in Belvedere community. So yes, let us fulfill our portion of responsibility in terms of answering the call to World Mission Department. And yes, so this is the announcement regarding the 40-day spirituality workshop. So as you may know, very soon, starting July 4th to August 12th, our Chonshimon New York team hopes to attend and deepen their faith through prayer and devotion in the Chonshimon. Some members are already preparing to depart already, but we're also seeking community support to raise $2,000 in terms of expenses for workshop fees, travels, and pilgrimage. So if you're still able to, it's not too late. Any donation, big or small, is greatly appreciated. And please check out the Belvedere Family Church newsletter for the link to donate. And we always have game night at the Agora House as well, every Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Agora House for board games, snacks, and fellowship. And there will be refreshments such as snacks and drinks. And so if you would like to enjoy a relaxed evening together with some members, please bring your own favorite board games or games that you have sitting in your home and have fun all together and bond as a community. And we can't wait to see you there. And it's hosted by Jinsao Park. So if you have any questions, please refer to him. And this will be an announcement regarding the Parents' Day celebration that is occurring on July 25th at 10 a.m. So it's going to be held here at Belvedere. If you want to enjoy some fun, some festivities, and praising the Lord, and we will honor those parents that were nominated to receive this year's Excellence in Parenting Award. And so there will be a registration fee of around $20, which includes a barbecue lunch. Sounds very yummy. So if you have any questions or would like more information on this event, please go to Julia Okamoto. And we have our family workshop at Belvedere from August 19th to August 22nd, and with the theme of From Belvedere's Legacy to Our Family's Future. So we will have lectures on America's providence and the history of Belvedere, a marriage enrichment lecture, a tour of our East Garden, as well as family activities and so much more. And we'll have special lectures provided from distinguished individuals such as Reverend Masayoshi Kajikuri, Reverend Luke Higuchi, and our very own Reverend Kazuhide Kikuchi. However, the lectures will be given in Japanese, so English interpretation will also be provided. And international couples can participate together, and especially families of second and third generation members living in different regions. They will be able to spend several days together to create a valuable opportunity to experience heavenly culture through fellowship. And for those such as preschool children and under, or kindergarten and elementary school, there will be babysitting and activities provided, or some simple lectures about Belvedere history and true parents, and more activities such as crafts and water play, so your children can also have a fun time while you're also learning about our history. And the participation fee is as follows. If you are staying overnight, it's $280 per adult. If you will be commuting, it will be $170 per person. And for children, $30 per family. So if you have any questions about this matter, please also refer to Pastor Kikuchi. Okay, and today I would like to give a very short report, just 5 to 10 minutes, about my program Advanced, since I completed my 1-year internship slash training program this past Saturday in Indiana with headquarters. So I'll give a short report on that. Okay. So, hello, my name is Hana Tachiiri, if you haven't already known. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, and I moved here to Belvedere 1 year ago as part of the advanced program. I'll be giving a short report about my experience as an advanced trainee stationed here for the past year. This past weekend, I, along with 7 other advanced members, completed our 1-year internship in our respective communities and participated in the graduation ceremony held by headquarters in Indiana on the new property of Spiceland's National Youth Campus. And to begin, I'm sure many of you were not familiar with my position and the overall advanced program in general, so I will start with a brief explanation. Advance was created with the vision under Reverend Dunkley, Denthy Leary, and other members of headquarters as a training program to cultivate future leaders for public mission who can contribute to Heavenly Parent and True Parents' providence through utilizing their own individually unique skills and passions. With the number of actively involved second and third generation dwindling year by year, there is an increasing concern over the future of our movement. There are questions being raised, such as who will be able to carry on the traditions of our movement, who will be able to step up and take care of the upcoming fourth and fifth generation. Despite the numerous positions available for public mission to the youth and the young adult demographic, very few are willing to take on these positions. Even if they do, it is because they need a job in terms of financial expenses, but not so much for their own intrinsic motivation. So, Advance was created to invest into those youth and young adults who are in their 20s who have had life of faith training, whether during GPA, CARP, youth ministry, or other ministries, while also simultaneously obtaining a bachelor's degree to symbolize that they have experienced the broader world and invest into their potential as leaders for public mission, and for them to be provided sufficient support and training before they advance to any type of leadership position in their movement. By signing an advanced intern to a community, they were to learn how they operated by working closely with pastors and core staff, and to learn their approach in progressing Heavenly Parents' will. Additionally, advanced trainees learned essential leadership skills through lectures given by professionals in our church, and we took courses over the course of several weeks, such as team building, communication skills, public speaking, Korean language, and time management. My reason to join Advance was slightly different than other fellow Advance trainees. Instead of striving to become a pastor, my determination was to undergo training in public church positions and understand and embody our movement's values so I can help advance Providence as a vessel of Heavenly Parent and True Parents through our organization, Youth and Students for Peace, or other words, YSP, in the realm of international relations and the United Nations. As a graduate of Waseda University, where True Father attended, I studied international relations as well. I've always felt a strong calling to the stakeholders and decision makers, I've always felt a strong calling to represent our movement and naturally witness to the stakeholders and decision makers of the United Nations in order to address root issues and implement principles into policies. With the UN headquarters based in New York, I was assigned to the Belvedere community, and thanks to Advance, I was able to become involved with YSB since this January, and I will continue to serve from this moment onwards as their communications and program coordinator. And over the course of the past year of Advance, I had the opportunity to team lead for Project Orenza, captain a team for Next Gen Mission, take care of another NGM team during their community mission in Belvedere, work with the UPA missionaries and members for witnessing, start the Peace Starts With Me Thursdays program, staff for the up-and-coming youth ministry, and help coordinate local Belvedere events such as Couples Night, Talent Show, Spring Fest, and so much more. It was a blessing to meet and be close with so many brothers and sisters and cooperate together to work towards the same vision of bringing comfort to Heavenly Parent and True Parents, especially True Mother. And it was truly inspirational to work with every person that I interacted with and to see the youth invest their heart into understanding our faith and to also see our first generation devoted to this movement after decades of attendance to True Parents. And I have learned valuable insights from every person I worked with. And for that, I am eternally grateful. However, as the first batch of a newly created program, naturally the journey was filled with uncertainty, confusion, and ambiguity. Though I have stumbled upon constant obstacles, such as not having a solidified support system, feelings of immense loneliness, struggling to see if my efforts actually make a long-term contribution to Belvedere community, and encountering burnout over and over, I still have constantly felt that Heavenly Parent and true parents were guiding me in each moment. The moment that I was able to, the growth that I was able to attain was through trailblazing my own pathway to understanding my role as advanced instead of waiting on someone else to do the same for me. Whether it was taking initiative to implement a new idea that can benefit others, actively seeking support when I needed rather than managing it all on my own, or consistently seeking guidance from Heavenly Parent and true parents through fervent prayer, I was able to navigate these hardships and discover the endless possibilities and solutions that can be brought to reality if I take the first step. One of the most impactful moments in Advance was when I attended the National Leadership Summit in December. While Advance was leading the praise and worship sessions, I looked at the room in front of me and saw that there were only a handful of people. Yet these few individuals coming from all across the United States were the vessels that Heavenly Parents and True Parents desperately relied on to lead our movement's future. And I felt an overwhelming sensation of deep love and appreciation towards the American leadership. It was a reminder that not only was I simply trying my best in my own way, but every pastor and leader across the United States was equally trying their best, especially during this time of confusion in our movement. Understanding that we're all in this mission together, my burdens lessen day by day. During my time in Japan CARB, I vividly remember a quote from True Father where he emphasizes how the years of 18 to 24 are the most important years of your life. And by the time you are 24, you should be solidified in your identity and your calling. As I spent my 24th year in Advance, I can say with confidence that I have strengthened my commitment to my calling to support YSB and youth ministry to raise the next generation in true unconditional love as an older sister figure who will embody the movement's values and help foster my younger brothers and sisters' relationship with Heavenly Parent and true parents and life of faith as well. And it was my greatest pleasure and honor to serve this community for the past year. And I'm looking forward to continuing my devotion here at Belvedere. And I would like to extend my greatest gratitude to each and every single one of you here, Pastor Justin, Pastor Mika, Pastor Kikuchi, Reverend Dunkley, Reverend Rendell, and especially Denti Leary. So this concludes my report. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And yes, that was the end of our announcement. So let's welcome up the song team.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
How are you? Good? Doing great? All right, let's sing. Let's feel even better, if that's possible. We're going to start off with If Life Were Gracious Enough.
If life were gracious enough to grant my way, I would reach to the end of the earth to give love in every day, and each would find his home. Peace and friendship there's joy and song around, and happiness to share. If everything. We will make thy gracious enough to fulfill our dream. We will lift off the weight of the world, and our love will blossom supreme. We will free each heart from the pain and anguish of the past through the preciousness of our love. True joy will reign and
Through the preciousness.
through the preciousness of our love. True joy will reign at last.
All right. Now let's hear still. Open your hands, try to feel the Spirit. Try to feel what God wants you to feel in this moment.
Hide me now under your wings. Cover me within your mighty hand. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are king over the flood. I will be still, know you are God. Find rest, my soul, in Christ alone. Know His power in quietness and trust. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are king over the flood. I will be still, know you are God. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are king over the flood. I will be still, know you are God. Find rest, my soul, in Christ alone. Know His power in quietness and trust. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are king over the flood. will be still. No, you.
One more time. When the oceans
rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are king over the flood. I will be still, know you.
I will be still.
God. I will be still, know you.
One more time.
Are God. I will be still, know you are God.
Thank you. I'll be seated.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Please join me in a prayer. Dear Heavenly Parent and true parent, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for giving us this precious time to worship you and to be in your presence. Many things happened during this past week. We pray for the people affected by the earthquake in Venezuela. We pray that as many lives as possible may be saved, and that you will confirm those who have lost their loved ones. When we face personal, family, or national trials, we choose to pray. We believe that trials strengthen our faith. We believe that everything you do has meaning, and we thank you because we trust in your providence. Today marks 280 days since your mother entered the detention center. Please help us understand your will through this situation. We also pray that your mother may be released as soon as possible according to your will. With grateful hearts, we offer you all that happened during the past week. We now come before you with hope as we begin this Sunday service. Today, Pastor Justin will bring the sermon. Please open our hearts so that through your word, we may encounter your heart more deeply. May each person here hear your voice, experience your love, and be embraced by your heart during this time. Thank you very much. In attending Holy Mother Han, I pray with gratitude in my name, Kazuhide Kikuchi of a blessed family. Adieu.
Thank you, Pastor Kikuchi, for your beautiful opening prayer. Today, I would like to welcome up Pastor Justin for his main sermon today. He will be speaking about the most exciting time to be alive. So please help me welcome up Pastor Justin.
Right. Wow. It's good to be back. Good to see you all again. Hope you didn't miss me too much, but definitely missed being with you all. And it is nice to be back here to be with you and to speak with you and just to be in your presence. And today I wanted to talk about the most exciting time to be alive. Wow. So I'm going to be talking about the days of the Roman Empire. No, I'm just kidding. I'm talking about today, of course. Not next month. No. I'm talking about right now. Yeah, the subtitle is "The Truth Shall Set You Free." And yeah, I had another title originally planned for this, but I felt this was more fitting. And I know for some of us, we might question the title. Is now the most exciting time to be alive? Maybe you feel there's so much going on right now. Is it? You know. But I hope by the end of this message that you can feel a little bit of the excitement about the time we're in. And I'm going to start off with this photo. This is a picture I found on the internet. When you look at this picture, there's something really exciting about it. I wonder if you could see what excites me about this photo. Something's growing. Is there a little plant growing in the dirt? Is that what you're saying, Jim? No, there's nothing growing as far as I know. No, what I'm excited about is what my house looks like is this. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, this is a picture of my house. Gosh, I lied too many times already in the sermon. No, but yeah, there is something I'm seriously that really excites me actually about this picture. And how many? Well, I just want to ask you all: how many of you, at some point in your life, had a corner in your house that looked like this? Anyone? Maybe it was behind your fridge that you didn't move for 10 years. Maybe it was in your garage. Maybe it was in your basement. But I think if we're all honest, we've all had a time in our life where we had a corner of our house that looked something like this. And if we're really honest, maybe we'll say there's probably one that still looks like this right now. Ajub? Okay. It's okay. And yeah, you know, there was this one day a couple weeks ago when I was feeling kind of off. I was feeling a little bit upset, frustrated about some things, and just kind of like I felt very easily triggered about things. And I was awake early morning. There was nobody else awake at the time. And I just was walking around the house feeling upset. And then I saw this corner, and I had this inspiration. I looked at it and I saw, wow, this corner is dirty. And I thought, why don't I just clean it? You know, why don't I just clean it up? So I moved stuff around, and I got sweeping and vacuuming, and I cleaned it up. And I felt so much better after that. You know, like something felt healed, cleaned inside of me, you know, as I was cleaning up my environment. And, you know, I bring this up because I think this dirty corner is very metaphorical, if that's a word, to our life, right? We all have these dirty corners in our life that we tend to like to not look at, right? We like to look away. We like to look at the things that are a little bit more organized, a little bit more pretty, and a lot of times we leave these corners covered, right? Maybe we put a nice writ. Maybe we put a nice armoire, you know, covering it. And we prefer we like to see, you know, the thing that's covering it. Oh, it looks nice. It looks good, right? And we like to generally forget that there's a bunch of dirt underneath, right? But again, what excites me is being able to see the truth, the reality of this little corner in my house. Again, we could make this comparison to our heart, right? Our emotions. We all have these feelings that come up sometimes, whether that be anger, sadness, anxiety, despair, hopelessness, whatever it might be. And we like to put that emotion into the corner. And we like to say things like, I shouldn't feel that way. You know, why am I feeling that way? I shouldn't feel that way. And, you know, we like to put on a happy face and a smile and a mask. And we like to, in many times, convince ourselves even that, no. I'm not sad. I'm not scared. I'm good. Right? Praise the Lord. I'm a child of God. I got nothing to worry about. Right? And this is how we often live our lives. This is how I live my life many times, right? But the reality is, I believe that God sees it all. God sees the mask, but God also sees what's behind the mask and what's really going on in our heart. Right? We do this in our relationships as well, I believe. We like to portray that we're happy, that things are going well. I'm not just talking about spousal relationships. I'm talking about friendships and co-working relationships, right? There's many times when emotions, when thoughts, when feelings will come up in a relationship, right? I'm upset. I'm not happy. And what do we like to do? We like to put that in the corner and we like to cover it with the stuff that we feel it should be like, the feelings that we feel we should feel, the thoughts that we feel we should have instead. And we'll convince ourselves, no. I'm so grateful for my spouse. No. Everything's great. I love my brothers and sisters. I do love you all, just in case you're questioning that. But often, again, the reality is more. I wouldn't say always. I'm not trying to be overly bleak about this, right? We definitely have a lot of love, a lot of good times, a lot of good feelings, right? What I'm just trying to point at is that a lot of times when there are things that do not line up with our idea of what our ideal is supposed to be like, right? We have all these ideas of my life is supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be like this. My relationship's supposed to be like this. And when our reality doesn't quite line up with that, we like to put it to the corner and cover it up, whether that's doing that internally or whether that's doing that on an external way, right? By literally covering it up and not letting anyone else see that, right? And I'm not saying that we need to every single time there's a negative thought or feeling that we should just project it out and throw it into the relationship or into somebody else's life and make it somebody else's problem. I'm not saying that either. Okay. And of course, this happens in our community. That's a very beautiful picture, right? Wouldn't you say? Let's give it up for this beautiful community. yeah, I mean, it is a beautiful picture, right? And when I see that this community, I feel a lot of pride, a lot of love, a lot of gratitude. That none of this cancels out those positive things. None of this is canceling out the positive thoughts or emotions. But again, in our community, we try to protect a certain image of the way we think our community should be, the way that we think our movement should be. And we often avoid what doesn't fit into that ideal. And the truth is, sometimes it looks like this. No, actually, it never looks like this, just so you know. Never had a fight with Naokimi. No, but sometimes the truth does look messy, looks conflicting, and we. Oh yeah, this. So anyway, this is what it typically looks like, by the way. No, we have a good relationship, and we were just in Philadelphia yesterday. I had a good time. This is a picture of us in Philadelphia. So then there's the situation of the movement and the worlds, right? Where again, there is so much stuff going on, right? So many things that are happening that don't always line up, match with our idea of the way that things were supposed to go down, right? And it seems like we're living in a time when this type of news is not. You guys are all trying to read the headlines. I see what's happening. Guys, these are all AI generated, okay? These are not real headlines, just so you know. So, yeah, it's pretty impressive what AI can do, right? Yeah, no, I'm glad I mentioned that. Yes, although, as you all know, there are headlines like this, right? This is just trying to show a picture of what is actually happening, right? There are headlines going on, many more in especially in Japan and Korea, that we don't typically see so much in America unless we're paying attention. But there's a lot. And if you have conversations with members, they often happen outside of the confines of this beautiful building. We talk about these things, right? We do talk about these things, that the difficult things that we're seeing, the difficult things that we're hearing. I know a lot of the younger, can I say younger anymore? I don't know. I don't feel that young, but my generation and our next gen, as we call them, we definitely talk about the things that we see and the things that we hear, right? And again, you might be wondering, okay, you said this was the most exciting time to be alive. Where's the excitement? This sounds quite doomy and gloomy. What's going on? But I'll get there. Okay, just a little bit more of the doom and gloom. Often when we look at our own movement, not even just looking at what's going on in the world, kind of happening to our movement, that's sometimes feels like it's outside of our control, but also sometimes when we look into our own movement, when we look into our own, what we're doing, and we start questioning, why are we doing things this way? Is this really the right way to do things? I'm sure none of you have ever had that thought, but I've had that thought sometimes. And the thing is, the more you kind of go in your journey of leadership, the more you become privy to, right? You get to know things that maybe quicker than the general public knows. And, it's always a kind of a paradox that, the leaders are supposed to be the most inspired and ready to give, but often they're the ones that are actually carrying the most, the burdens of the difficult things that are happening, right? Whether that be difficult things that are happening in families or in the movement at large. So this is what excites me about all of this, is this quote. John 8:32. I'm sure you've all heard of it before. It says, "And you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free," right? The truth will set you free. The truth sets us free. So again, I bring up the dirty corner in my house, which is no longer dirty anymore. That is a truth. That is a reality, right? I got a chance to get in touch with what is really happening in that corner and experience it. And it set me free. I could do something about it. I'm like, oh, wow, this thing is disgusting. Let me clean it. And I was freed and I was empowered to do something about what was happening, about what I was seeing. And though, some of us like this verse better, this is from the book of Johnny. It says, "And you will know the truth, and the truth will make you happy." Yeah, the book of Johnny. Johnny was a cool guy, but he didn't quite make it into the canon of the Bible. Yeah, we would love it if this was the scripture, right? That the truth makes us happy, or the truth will make you comfortable, or the truth will solve all of your problems automatically, right? We would definitely love that. But that is not the verse. The verse is that the truth will make you free, set you free. That's right. Yeah. Truth will set you free. So when we talk about freedom, and that truth, it will make us free. It might feel, in the beginning, it might feel sad. It might feel painful. It might make us angry. It might make us uncomfortable at first, but it will set us free. But it's a freedom to respond. That's the freedom we get when we get connected to the truth, is a freedom to respond. And if you want to get to the happiness part, if you want to get to the growth part, the things that we love, the most important thing is, what do you do at this point? Is what do you do after you get the truth, after you're empowered, and after you're free to then respond? How will you then respond to that truth, that reality? We are free to choose to forgive, to love, to believe. But we're also free to, to get resentful. We're free to give up. We're free to say, to get negative. We're free to do that too. And I want to share this quote from Father. He says, "The unification principle is neither a philosophy nor a theology. It is the principle of God. It is the unchanging truth of God. Once you have encountered the principle, you need to adjust your life to live in accordance with it. At the very least, you need to lay a foundation on which to actualize the principle. Right? So again, what Father is saying is that once you encounter this deep truth, whatever truth it is, right? I'm not just talking about the moment when you heard the principle or True Parents' words, but when you experience that truth, then you have to do something. You have to adjust something. You have to make a choice and take responsibility for what you know, right? But you didn't get to make that choice until you got the truth first, right? Everyone here, if you joined this movement, a lot of you, it was because you felt that you could connect to some kind of new truth, right? A new truth for your life, a new truth about the world, about God. Is that true? Yes. Right? And you felt, wow, this is true. And for many of you, that truth freed you to make new choices in your life, right? I know some of you, before you met the movement, you never thought you'd have a family, right? Some of you thought, I'm never going to have kids. Some of you thought, I'm never going to get married. Some of you thought, I'm never going to marry somebody from the entire opposite end of the world, right? But when you heard the truth, you were empowered and you were free to make that choice. You know what? I do want to do this. I want to make this choice. I want to live my life this way. You had the freedom to respond. When Father Moon heard the truth of Jesus's life, right? And Jesus's mission and Jesus's heart, when he was able to connect with that, it freed him to make a choice, right? To have a choice of how he wanted to respond to that. And of course, if you read the autobiography, you know that in the beginning, his response was, this is too much. There's no way I could do that. But eventually he chose to respond that, okay, this is heavy, this is difficult, this is challenging, but I'm going to take it on. I'm going to go for it. And so in our life, truth, I really feel what excites me actually about this age that we're living in is I feel that the truth is getting more and more clear and more real and more revealed in the world at a pace so rapid that we've never seen that before. Even if you think about the way communications have developed, right? We have not just newspapers or print media. We have for many of us, it's YouTube, where something happens, about it in a matter of minutes, right? Someone goes live and you know about it. It goes viral. The whole world's watching, right? So the truth, I really feel right now, God is working in incredible ways to bring and to reveal the truth of the age that we're living in, the time that we're living in. And to me, that is really exciting. That is really exciting. When things pop up, I just heard this about something that's happening in Japan or something that's happening in Korea. Again, it's very easy. And I'm not trying to put anyone down who feels differently than the way I feel now, because I felt that way too. I felt so heavy when I'd hear these news things, again, something's happening. Again, another case of, this, poor management, human relationships and conflicts and all these things. And it feels so heavy, right? But another way to look at it is, wow, this is the truth. This is the reality. It's really great that I know this. It's really great that I can experience this. And now I can respond to this. I can choose how to respond to this. We can become better. The truth can either make us bitter or it can make us better. Free is also good, but better sounds better. So I want to just read this quote from our true mother. She says, "So please make sure you do not become those unfortunate people of current and older generations who are not participating in this work, and thus miss this golden age. By making more effort to solve the Korea-Japan issue, and by strongly, boldly, and courageously speaking and raising your voices to those who are not participating at this time. This is a time when leaders around the world are participating in God's providence without even being aware. And you're hearing reports on activities conducted by righteous people and prophets. I'm truly happy that with you, I can return gratitude and glory to Heavenly Parents. I love you all." Let's give it up for our true mother. So true mother's been talking about, saying that we are living in this golden age, right? This golden era of our movement, of the world. She's been telling us, don't miss this opportunity. There's exciting things happening. There are good things that are happening. And I must admit that though she's been saying this for over 5-6 years, I didn't really feel it until recently that this was reality. I thought it was some theological reality, maybe some spiritual reality, but not my reality, not a reality that I could connect with. But as I'm seeing what's happening and as I'm seeing more and more truth, I really feel, wow, Mother, you're so right. This is a golden age. This is a time when God is working in ways that we do not understand, in ways that we could never predict. And I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what God does. I'm excited to see what we do in response to God's work, and what we can do together as a community and as a movement. And there is hope. There is so much hope. And now is not the time to get off the boat. Okay? Right, Rumka-san? Yes, she's on the boat. You're on the boat, right? You're here, so you're on the boat. Okay. So I want to just end with this point. When we see the truth, when we have the opportunity of truth being around us, what can we do? The first thing is to see it. We spend so much time just not looking. We spend so much time distracting ourselves. We spend so much time looking at the things that look nice that cover the truth. And so we don't see it. So the first step is catch it. See it when it comes. So it's great to see it. But then the second thing is you have to sit with it, right? Because if you see it, but then quickly move to something else, oh, this thing happened. Okay, let me go do something that makes me feel better, right? Then again, you miss it. You see it, and before you go and watch YouTube or something else, sit with that and be with that. It's like, okay, this is happening. Maybe it's something that's happening inside of yourself. Okay, I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling sadness. I'm feeling anger. I'm feeling happiness, whatever it is. Sit with it. But don't just sit with it, right? You don't want to sit with it too long to the point where it just consumes you, right? Whatever the feeling is. But sit with it, acknowledge it, and then respond to it. So what am I going to do? Ask God. I feel angry. I feel upset. I feel sad. God, how can I respond to this? How should I respond to this? God will answer your prayer, give you the strength to respond in a way that is courageous, that is loving, that is full of faith. This I can share from my own experience. So, see it. Why don't we say this together? See it. Sit with it. Respond to it. Okay, that was good. You got it. All right, thank you, brothers and sisters. We can close in a prayer. Our most beloved Heavenly Parents and our true parents, we thank you so much. Heavenly Parent, we thank you that we are alive at this time, the most exciting time to be alive, Heavenly Parent. The time when you are working so hard to reveal the truth, Heavenly Parent, to reveal the truth to humanity, to ourselves, to our families. Heavenly Parent, the truth of your love, of your presence, of your spirit, and of your heart that never gives up on your children, Heavenly Parent. No matter what happens in the world, no matter what mistakes we make, no matter what mistakes others make, God, we know that you are constant and unchanging and eternal, that your love can resolve all of the conflicts, that your love can bring peace, Heavenly Parent, that your love can bring comfort and joy and happiness. Heavenly Parent, we want to offer this day to you, this week to you, this life to you, Heavenly Parent, to return joy to you and to do our best to see your truth, to sit with it, and to respond to it with love. Heavenly Parent, we want to pray for all of those that are struggling, all of those that are feeling so weighed down by everything. We pray that you can be with them, that you can lighten their spirits, that you can help them to see a different side of the story, your story, your side, that in everything that happens, God, you are there, and the truth of your existence is there. We want to thank you on this day, and I offer this in gratitude and attendance to our Holy Mother Han, and in my name, Justin Okamoto, of a blessed family, Jew.
Thank you, Pastor Justin, for your main sermon. I hope everybody is excited to be alive, especially during this time. And also check for your corner when you go back home. Okay, let's begin our prayer share. So if you can please turn to your neighbor next to you on your left or your right, and please share some takeaways or anything you felt throughout the sermon, anything you'd like to share or work on this week. If you haven't done so already, please switch. Please slowly wrap up your discussions. Say your final remarks. Okay, please thank your partners for your discussion and slowly start concluding our discussions with our partner. Okay, thank you everyone for your discussions. Now, if everybody can turn their attention to the front. Thank you. So if anybody in the room feels inspired to share with the rest of the congregation, any insights or takeaways you have felt throughout the sermon, please raise your hand. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I was thinking, I try to process. I haven't, as I told him, my friend said many things, like someone said, religion is for the people who are weak, or those are my friends telling me to rescue. And some people said, to point it out, liberation, you have to follow the Bible. Otherwise, the consequences are here, kind of thing. Some people said, don't give the money. They're going to misuse you, something like that. So I tried to process. And then Rumiko-san said, we have to pray. And it reminded me, okay, I prayed and said, God said, Heavenly Parent said, Masai, I was there before you joined church. And then I was there while you were in the church. I will be there even though church is gone. That's, I got a message. And I wanted to share that. Thank you.
Thank you, Masai-san. The back. Thank you.
So just responding to the point that the truth is available, or there's so much information available today, but there's a lot of misinformation available too, right? So take the thing of Japan, right? And what I love about the second generation is that they're fighting back. There's a lot of propaganda, a lot of misinformation. They're standing up and saying, this is the truth of my life, this is the truth, So in America, right, we had slavery 200 years. And there were abolitionists from the very beginning saying, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, right? And so they're standing up, fighting, persevering, this is the truth, right? So it's not just there's information available, but you have to stand up. And I recently had experience last several years. I'm in this Ukraine prayer group. We're really fighting for this, Ukraine. And Father spoke about America needs to live for the world. And he said Christians are going to turn to communism. They're going to start accepting communism. And then even then, so many people saying they're saying Russia is the new Abel, right? Or we should, there's a source of Christianity for today. So, there's a lot of information out there, a lot of YouTube videos, whatever you want to call it. My point is that if you can experience the truth and you can see the truth, you need to stand up and fight for that, for what your belief is true, and to speak out against it. And then eventually your truth will manifest, your truth will win. So that's it.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to share?
Yeah, I like Justin's take on that Bible verse, because it finally kind of makes sense. It's clearer. Yeah, one example is medical diagnosis. When you get an inaccurate medical diagnosis or a vague medical diagnosis, you don't know what to do about it. And sometimes you persevere and persevere. And then finally somebody finds out what's really happening to this person. And I'm preserving the other person's information, okay? And finally we got a doctor who could determine something the other doctors hadn't been able to. So I feel free because I know the solution to that kind of problem. Let's look into it. So, yes, it sets you free, but it doesn't always solve everything, but you know how to respond to it when you get the truth.
Thank you so much. Okay, last call for anybody who likes to share. Okay, our last sharer. Yes, thank you.
For me, set free. Sometimes we will get confused between me or others, of course through God, but I think just simply for me, taking away is discernment. Set free.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. So I hope that you can continue your conversations during fellowship after Sunday service. So to conclude today's program, let's help welcome up the song team.
All right, let's sing. We are soldiers of the truth. Right, guys? Soldiers of the truth. Let's be set free.
Michael,
Yes.
today is someone in the song team's birthday.
Oh, yes.
Did
Very
you know?
special somebody.
Who could that be?
Who could that be? Is it you?
No.
It's not me.
It's
It's Uncle Dominic.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
Terumi-san.
Terumi-san. Happy birthday to you.
All right. Thank you.
Yes,
Happy birthday.
Terumi-san and I share the same birthday, and she is doing what she always does, is providing food for everybody on her birthday.
Bless her heart.
Amazing.
We are the youth, soldiers of the truth, called by a God on high. Now is the time, march to the world, sounding the battle cry. Too long the dark night of sin, held in fear the people of the world, will drive the darkness away. Singing in the new day.
What do we do?
Lift high, lift high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea to the ends of the earth. Heaven and earth, all are made anew, blessed by the light of God. Evil and sin have vanished away, burned in the holy fire. This is the land of the heart, every people living as one. Glad voices filling the land, sing a joyful song.
Sing it. What do we do?
Lift high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea to the ends of the earth. Proud is my heart, bursting with my hope. Oh, we are the youth of God. See how we go, moving as one, marching at His command. 5 colors shine in the ranks. Every people, every race of man will shake the heavens and earth with our victory song.
What do we do?
Lift high, lift high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea to the
One more
ends
time.
of
What do we
the
do?
earth. Lift high, lift high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea to the ends of the earth.
All right. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your Sunday, rest of your week. Go out there and face the truth. Yeah, but with joy as well. Thank you. Thank you.